discussing about the common myths that is on YouTube about starting your own channel, starting with whatever you have and everything. Because for someone like me, I'm a starter like you, so I'm just someone that can relate to the things that you're going through right now or your position, because everyone on YouTube says we should start from where we are. But the truth of the matter is sometimes with what we have, sorry. But the truth of the matter is sometimes we do not have this sense. Let me take for example, some of us, because I come online and they talk about filming, everybody's talking about iPhone. So I feel like, oh, I felt like I needed an iPhone before I can start. But trust me, I just have to let that go and be like, oh my god, I have this. I'm using an Android phone, so I can literally film with that. And that is what I use on creating my videos, you know. So some of the big channels and everything, they say start with what you have, this, but in the end, you still find out that you need these things. You need good lighting, but trust me, I just realized of recent that sometimes it's better you film with in the early hours of the morning. For instance, if you live in a well lighted environment like where I am right now, because right now I have a window that is open, my door is open, so there is enough brightness that is coming in. So, but then again, this is not all, because you still need other things. You still need to, like, if you have a talking heads videos, if that's what you are making, you still need to be speaking, and sometimes people need to hear you. So if you do not have microphone, you can just basically voice out, like try to speak louder, you know, so that they can hear you. But for now, starting with what you have, you can literally just do with just your phone. You can start with just your phone, and you need a tripod. It's very important. You can get a very small tripod stand. If you go online, maybe some, if you are not in Nigeria, like Amazon, but if you're in Nigeria, you can see small affordable tripod stand on Jumia. I think there are some that they have that is like 5,000, 10,000, 7,000 naira, and all of those. If you're watching me from any part of the world, you can check on Amazon. You will see some affordable tripod stands that you can use to record your videos. But then recording sometimes is not the problem, because sometimes we don't even know what to record. And let me tell you, so I do tell people, or someone like me, this is what I do. Let me use myself an example, you know, let me be practical with this. So basically I film by myself using a tripod. So this is what I do. You do not need to, sometimes, because when you're just starting out, sometimes you may not even know what you want to film or what you want to do. Let's say you want to do like your lifestyle vlog, you know, you don't need to use one day in shooting all of this content, because sometimes you need those clips that you've already recorded, pre-recorded. You know, let me say you wake up in the morning, you make your bed, because these are like your daily routines. If you're doing things like your daily routine, you know, so you wake up in the morning, let's say you want to make your bed, so you can just film that, you know, take your breakfast. You can, if you have the strength to film while you are taking your breakfast, so you can film while you're doing that, you know, preparing your breakfast and all of the rest of the things. Just film those batches, but make the shots, the footage when you're filming, let it not be too long, so that when you're trying to edit it, it's going to help you with the trimming and everything. Because basically when you're done filming, the next thing is just to edit. But let's talk about how you can film these things for it to actually make sense. So you want to film in a 16 by 9 ratio. That is for the YouTube channel, 16 by 9. So when you film this, you know, when you're taking your shower, maybe you want to pick this. Sometimes you need some clips. You need like a wide shot, a closer shot, or something that is just like a normal shot like this. But everything should be, let's say you want to film just this product. For it, this is like this, the center point of what you want to show. So you want to be able to like show people that this is what you are showing them, not like me. So That's just basically what you do. So you need to like film these things like as if it is your daily life, you know. Hello lifestyle, lovely lifestyle. So you need to do this like so that it will not be like a bulk or a hard work for you. You need to do it as if it is your daily life that you are living. Just get your mind off whatever people will say, because sometimes we can think about what people will say, and the idea of what people will say or what's for someone like me that's been digesting a lot of content, and I know the kind of things I used to watch. If I want to start thinking that I need my content to be like that, trust me, I will not start. I won't start, because I know the kind of content I digest and the quality. So if I want to start being like them, so I just have to tell myself the truth that come on, you're starting from somewhere, and everyone started from somewhere. So starting from somewhere means I need to do what start with what I have, but it's hard. You can use your Android phone to do all of this. I use my Android phone to film. Even as I'm talking to you guys, I'm using my Android phone because I come online, everybody's saying iPhone, film, how to film with your iPhone, you need this, you need that, you know. Yeah, with just your tripod stand and your phone, whatever phone you're using. But then before you start filming, please make sure you clean your lens, because sometimes you might have a very good footage, but you realize that this particular clip was nothing to write home about, all because of what your lens was dirty, and now the video quality is not clean, not crisp enough for you. So you want to make sure that you clean your lens. You know, you can just use a soft cotton and clean the lens. And hi Musa, and just start just record your life. If you're going somewhere, you know, you can just drop your camera, just film yourself, just a few seconds. Before you know it, you have all of the clips, and you now put those things together and it will turn to a video. Hello, welcome. So these are just the things, but I know that we still have troubles, and for starters like us, sometimes even facing the camera might be like a problem to us. For some of us that don't like to show ourselves, you know, I might not like the camera, but I like to be in front of the camera. I might not like the camera, I might not want to be seen, but then it doesn't mean I'm afraid of the camera. So that is just that. And now when you do those things effortlessly, you just do it as if nobody's watching you. Just do it as if you are the only one seeing this thing. So with that, you're not going to have a lot going on in your head as far what people will say and everything. So yes, so after you are done with your filming and everything, it might take you days, because sometimes you see some creators saying you have to batch create. When you're starting out, trust me, you don't need to do that, because batch creating, you may not even know what you want to film in the first place. You may not know what you want to create, so the idea may not even come. So what do you do in that aspect? You need to just create whatever it is. Whatever you're doing is content, because everything is content. If you go out there and check, they will tell you everything is content. So that little bit of detail that you think is nothing, it might mean something to someone. So depending on what content you feel you want to make, so you can just start and just do your thing. Yeah. Hmm. So let's talk about some other things. Hi Musa, good to have you here. I don't understand what you're writing. So last year I visited Cape Verde. Cape Verde is an, or you can call it Cabo Verde. It is a country in West Africa. Yeah, I know so many. Hi Salia. I know so many other Africans or Nigerians that might want to get to Cape Verde. So if you are traveling to Cape Verde, or if you want to go on a summer holiday, it is a very safe destination. Trust me, the country is very calm, very cool, safe. Because I went there, I felt like I was still home. I'm fine, Salia. How about you? So I went there. Everywhere was so calm, so peaceful. They live a very stress-free life. There, I think, because in their country, their is it tagline or their slogan is no stress. So everybody tends to just be so relaxed in doing things. Because even if we are working very fast, they will tell you, hey, you need to calm down, there is no stress and everything. So they just believe life is that simple and easy. But trust me, it's a very cool, calm country with so many beautiful beaches, and they have some islands. If I've not forgotten, I think 7 or more. But I know they have like 7 islands. So I was in South Island. I visited South. So I traveled from Nigeria to Cape Verde, and I was in South Island. I was there for about 3 weeks. Yeah. So these were the required documents that they needed from me as a Nigerian visiting Cape Verde. Nigeria is a West African country, also Cape Verde. So I am allowed to enter Cape Verde for a maximum of 90 days visa free. But then I was required to register on the portal, the pre-registration portal, before you can access that. And that's what they call East entrance something. But that's the East pre-registration. So there, I think I paid about 30 something euro for the registration, and that was that. I needed my yellow card to visit the country. Yeah, yellow fever card, I needed it. And I also needed proof of fund, a flight ticket. I booked my flight, both going and coming back. So those were the things that were needed for me to visit the country, and it was easy peasy. If you have all of these documents in place, you don't need to be worried. And another thing, you also need accommodation. Sorry, you need your proof and where you're going to stay. You need to show, if you're booking an hotel, you need to show them your hotel booking. If not hotel, if you have where you're going to stay, you can also as well show them maybe proof of address, or sometimes they might ask you for a phone number of the person you want to see, so they can confirm that this person is expecting you, just for the clarification sake. So those were the things that were needed and required from me. Ooh.